Welcome everyone here to a beautiful afternoon here on, what day is it? We've had a brilliant week of footy so far as but all the teams get into their first round one game as the Sharks here at TIO Stadium will take on the Parramatta Eels at their home ground TIO Stadium because CommBank is no longer available, but it is Super Sunday getting ready to start us off. Both teams very strong looking in today's clash. Addo-Carr debuting for the Parramatta Eels, Longy debuting for the Parramatta Eels. Plenty of good stuff to come out of this game as we get underway. As Nico Hynes will get us on the tee of the game right before this one. Cowboys Knights last night ended Super Saturday with a 16-18 win for the Cowboys at home. It was a brilliant game, so we're hoping to start Super Sunday off as Junior Paulo makes a break on play 1. William Kennedy has to wrap him up. That's a good first play from Parramatta. They're gonna want to start strong this afternoon as Dean Hawkins. Brown, they'll give it to Longy. Longy, he's turned the defense inside out as Aiden Fanua-Blake, debuting for the Sharks after becoming absent from the Warriors. As now Hawkins. Moses is put on his back by a good shot. Joa Fengawi goes it backwards. As now that's the end of the set for the Parramatta Eels. Good first set as Katoa looks for space. He's wrapped up by, I think that's Will Penasini. Brinton Decora bounces off the chest of Junior Paulo. Strindle throws a dummy. Brilliant stuff. He gets an offload away. They'll go wide. Kennedy steps one. Brownie gets it off to Nico Hynes. Brilliant offload. Sharks playing some fancy footy this afternoon. As now they go wide. It's Falcon back into a player of the same team. The referee's not going to call offside. So Lorenzo Monotalo he hasn't played many games yet in the NRL, but he's looking to have a strong 2025 season as he gets a good run there, stepping a few before getting wrapped up. As Mitchell Moses has been put on his back all afternoon. Both teams are pretty interesting coming into this game as the next couple games have looked pretty rough for both these teams, so it's interesting how they play each other now. And then go into a sea of feud, and Sharks trying to keep a little bit of a streak going. In the past 5 seasons, they have won their round 1 games. But mainly that was due to versing the Dragons. This is the first one in 5 years that they haven't versed Dragons in round 1. So we'll have to see how they handle this. Good play there is Katoa's put down. Inside, Brayley. We'll get into next 5 later as Aiden Fanua-Blake finds a gap, throws the pass, and just already short mistakes. Junior Paulo driven back. Good deep kick from Moses, straight to the throat. And it pays off for being placed so well because the Eels will now get a back-to-back set. Nico Hynes will have to kick it off from his own try line. He'll kick it deep. Past the 50, brilliant kick. Up good. Junior Paulo. It's flattened by, I think that's Toby Rudolph. Ryan Madison driven back. So now they're gonna pull themselves back into it. Longy can't seem to sneak his way through the line. But make sure you stay tuned for this Super Sunday, as we have a couple more games to come up. Mainly commentated by me. We're gonna take a little bit of time for me to travel down as I go west after this game to head down to Bears vs Dragons at Westpac Stadium. Then we're off to Seabus for Titans Kia, and then we're off to Leichhardt Oval for the Tigers to take on Panthers. Now we're 10 minutes in, both teams doing well as Cameron McInnes is put on his back. Morgan Kafusi, he's caught well there. Sorry for going quiet. Aiden Blake taking the tackle up. That would be the end of the set for the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks, as now they'll boot it off to the wing of Addo Carr. We haven't seen much of him this afternoon. He had quite a good game in the Indigenous All-Stars, finding 2 tries each in both halves using his fancy footwork, but now he's in this Parramatta outfit and he's quite an important member when you think about it. As now Hawkins goes wide to Joe Offahengawi. Early kick maybe. I think Moses is preparing for it. They'll go deep. 40-20 attempt. No, it's just a deep kick. Good bounce off the kick, putting some space between it and William Kennedy. It's now Brayley. Sends it to Hynes. They're going to give it to Wilton. Wilton's strong run, but he's wrapped up by 2. Kennedy finds a gap. Doesn't get the offload away. Cameron McInnes almost finds the hole. Can't quite get in there. So now it's Lorenzo Monotalo to can't find the step there. It's now Longy, found a gap again. Kennedy as well. Brown, they'll go wide. It's inside. It works out for Madison. The Falcon kind of helped him with like an inside tap. Now they'll continue, offering Gowie. Junior Polo driving hard. Such a strong runner, the big man. Polo through the middle. Longy almost finds space. But now that's a pretty sloppy kick from, I think it was Dylan Brown. Went sideways. Not the way you are wanting to go when you want to put on pressure. The offload gets away. Junior Polo and Aiden Blake in the tackle. Big Ben through the middle. And McInnes gets a brilliant palm off on the chest of, I think that was Matt Dory? No, that was Bryce Cartwright. Trindle out wide. Kennedy just brought down there and held in tackle. Sharks take the 2. No, they will not. Now, brilliant opportunity here to get first points on the board for the Cronulla campaign of 2025. Trindle, they'll go wide. Ramian looks for the gap. Can't quite find it. Katoa, short ball. It's too easy for Brinton to core. McKennis could have scored himself, but I guess he thought he would have got caught and sent the pass off to Brinton near Cora, and they'll get the first points of the season. As now Nico Hynes will take the kick from right in front. Okay, sorry for my voice, so just a little dehydrated, taking a drink. As Mitchell Moses gets us back underway, like Bradley, wide ball. Teague Bolton driven back, not the best option, like, they just hit up there from the little hooker would have been better. Parramatta now fault in this game. They will be losing for the first time, which is not a good sign. As now it'll be like Bradley. Oh, drop ball maybe. Nope. Nakora, they call it clean. McKennis put down there. Good spot for Parramatta to start their set. Always a good spot. Get down that halfway point as now Hawkins. Short ball. Wirram Greg. Interchanging for, I think, Junior Paulo. He'll be the running half. Running forward. Bryce Cartwright's going to take a run here. Hopgood inside to Madison. Brilliant player, Ryan Madison. Normally in the front row, he used to play of the interchange forwards, but now he's gone into the second row to find a new legacy. He's going to be the Parramatta's big, strong second rower. Maybe he can switch out in between both positions, but as we can see him there, he makes a strong run. As now to be Hawkins. Moses, pretty short kick. Kennedy grabs it in the air, though, and gets 20 meters out of it. Hazelton, the stop and go play. He'll beat one. He'll bump off Longy, the young kid. The experience from Hazelton, been in and out of this side. Ramian wrapped up really well. Katoa finds plenty of space. He almost gets away from Longy, finding the short gaps through the middle and broken play. As Ramian, Trindle, is hit by, I think that was Wirram Greg. Good shot from him there. Inside ball to Talakai, joining the forward on the other side. As good into the set here. What can the Sharks do with it? They'll put up a bomb. Lomax. So it's around one. Almost finds the gap. Kennedy just grabs him. Whoa. Nice lined up shot from Talakai. It's now Kepi. One Kepi. Play it there. Very slow. Dean Hawkins. Madison just takes on the line. Moses. Another brilliant kick. Deep. For Kennedy. Slow to bring it back around. Good tackle from Cartwright. As Hazelton Bradley McInnes is knocked over by, I think that was Sean Keppie. And Hazelton again, he'll get the short ball off to Wilton. Wilton with some space. They'll get Iro. Iro just needed one more pass. He just had to lure in Lorenzo. Lorenzo seemed committed on the play. And Hynes going for the 40-20 attempt. Well, shots on from, I think that's Cole Iro. Lorenzo, plenty of room for him to run. So ball long, can't sneak through. Oh, good shot as we enter the good ball here is Moses. Katoa. So it's one off the left foot. Nakora. Bradley, McInnes. Short ball to Wilton. They're going to go wide to Talakai. So far, only 6 points in the 30 minutes that we've played. Nico Hynes trying to go for the 40-20 again. It's not 2 on point. And Longy, his wide play is doing very well for him. He's got good footwork to stay in the field of play. He's an experienced fullback in the junior comp. Playing for the Penrith Panthers system for a while. Bringing that depth to the Parramatta Eels. Oh, and it's forward out of... Oh no, that's absolutely horrid. There's now a brilliant chance here for the Sharks to go up by 12. Ten minutes left to go in the half. They're going to try and go deep. Kennedy's wrapped up there. Wasn't really expecting this to be a too high scoring game. Teague Wilton put down there. Ronaldo Monotalo taking on Zach Lomax. Now Bradley puts up a bomb from hooker. Oh, Nico Hynes snatched it from Zach Lomax. If he could have found a pass, would have worked out great for the team. It's now with 8 to go. Parramatta just looking to maybe just chill out the first half of nothing too fancy. Just get to the halftime siren with points yet that the Sharks have, because 6-0 is not a huge lead in the first half. It does its job. With Penasini. It's a good kick out wide and it's into touch. It was just a little bit more that actually could have worked. Kennedy finds one, plenty of space. Inside ball, Blake Bradley, good palm. Well, Sharks aren't done with the Parramatta Eels here. Well, can Hazelton get over for the second of the Sharks? I gotta go wide to Wilton. Good offload. Oh, what a shot on Nico Hynes. Important one there. Cameron McKennis goes wide on the kick. His bounce back. It's in. William Kennedy's going to score for his first of the season. As they'll go up by 12 at halftime. Brilliant stuff. Aye, aye, aye. Just disappointing there from the Parramatta Eels in defence. Apparently, they were a little worried about that defensive act. I forget the coach's name. I'll have to be reminded later. But doing well as halftime approaches for both these teams. But plenty of work to do in the second half and at halftime for the Parramatta Eels. Plenty to think about. But maybe there's still a little bit of time. I won't count the Eels for a cheeky try to wrap off the half. They've got some speedsters that can put them in space. Whoop, that's good. Hold on, we're on Greg. That's a good charge down. Sorry for not paying attention there. Brain went a little bit flat as now Eels prime opportunity chance to score. Bryce Cartwright hit off the ball. Inside to Longy. Longy's found space. Can he score his first? No, he cannot. Dylan Brown looking for a gap. He's a strong frame. We're going to go to the blind side. That's a brilliant intercept. Hazelton on the treadmill. He's got plenty to go. He's going to get away. He might go 100 meters. Tom Hazelton for half-time. What a try. That was a work of brilliance by the Stonehead Hazelton. He grabbed it and the beach sprinter was away. That was a work of brilliance, and to go into halftime to make it an 18-0 lead. Oh, it was for sure Parramatta were going to go over for. Ay, ay, ay. That's hard from Parramatta. They let that one slip right out of their fingers and make it worse for themselves. Oh, I don't know what to say to that. That was just a work of brilliance from Hazelton. He caught the ball and he just kept going. He didn't need any support. There's now Moses for our final play of the half. My final thoughts on this half is plenty of good playmaking here as Hynes will put it in for one more as we go into halftime. Thank you all for watching. I'll say more of my halves after halftime, but we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of the NRL here 2025 season. As Mitchell Moses, first half did not go well for the Parramatta Eels at all. Only thing to come out of that first half was maybe a few good sets, plenty of good kicking meters for Mitchell Moses, and an intercept try at the end of the half. But we'll have to see where it takes the Parramatta Eels in the second half, because there's still plenty of points in them. They're a strong side. It's now Blake Bradley, Nico Hynes goes wide. Kennedy finds space for Trindle. As they'll play the ball just behind the 40. Hazelton, the last try scorer. As now Braden Trindle. Only first minute in the set, they make it halfway. how does the second half start for the Parramatta Eels? Adokar on the kick return does well. They can just get that man some speed. Oh, Sean Lane hit up the ball. Wide to Lomax. He needs to stay in. Oh, he goes into touch. Oh, he just pushes him enough. Well, Carlisle almost had Will Penasini backed off, and it was just, I'm pretty sure that was Cartwright. No, it was Hopgood. Cameron McKennis. Sharks, good chance here to start the half. Wide. Good intercept from Dylan Brown. That's what's needed from the Parramatta Eels. That's going to put the Parramatta Eels on the board. Dylan Brown. Brilliant stuff. That is a pitch-perfect catch. Picked from out of the air. I think Nico Hynes tossed the ball. As now Nico Hynes for the first time in the afternoon. I think he's put it on the tee, other than kickoff. Nico Hynes will send us off. Moses goes deep. Junior Polo. Matt Dory, good pass. Good run there. Billingen, he was bench player most of last season. He hasn't seen much ground made up. So now Matt Dory again tries to find that gap. Longy. We gets the offload away. If Hawkins could find a palm. Who's playing the ball? Dory will play it. You don't see the forwards play it much, but Brown, the try scorer, will push it into the corner. Katoa. Nico Hynes put down here. Parramatta have definitely come out of the sheds with a strong attitude for the defensive side of their game, of where they lacked a little in the first half. Ramian to the corner. Alcar can't find the step. So now Hawkins out of dummy half. Good play there from him. It's Hopgood. Takes him the line. I'll be right back really quick. Sharks go wide. Monotalo. Plenty of gap over here. He can't quite get to it. Good tackle from his brother, I think. Lorenzo, brothers in arms, will now become enemies on the battlefield. Oh, it's perfect. Cameron McKennis puts Sharks over with some more momentum. Very similar to their last meeting of ended 24-6. As Jason Riles not too happy with it, that defensive effort there. Craig Fitzgibbon, though, he's very happy with the side at the moment. It's 24-6. Brilliant stuff here at TIO from the Sharks. Looking like they're about to continue the storm that is their winning streak. So now Emanuele almost finds a gap. But Eels, they've got to find a footing to put themselves up on if they're going to come back. Some good defense. Oh, knock on. That's a brilliant way to put yourself back into the game. If they can just get Longy with that little left foot step of the scrum. What's their scrum play like? Longy? Longy does well. Longy's going to get his first try for the Eels. Too good, too quick, too young. Isaiah Longy with his first points of 2025. It's now 24-12. It's a good way to start. Parramatta now just have to go back to back to find some consistency. As Nico Hynes will boot it off to the hands of Mitchell Moses. Matt Dory meets Aiden Fadua-Blake. Hop good. Sharks planting their feet now, trying to force an error. Good offload, Dean Hawkins. Junior Polo doing his job. Was it Polo? Sean Lane, that's brilliant. As Monotalo gets it, Will Penasini, though, puts the effort in and takes the tackle. Oh, who's that? Junior Paulo. Dominance. Kennedy wrapped up well by Longy. The defense for the second half has definitely made Longy's life a little bit easier. Lorenzo found a gap, but he had defenders all around him. Oh, Lorenzo just needed one step and he would have been off and away. He's got such good footwork. Lomax would have been dangerous if he finds that gap. You're wide, Mitchell Moses. Shorter kick. Katoa almost takes advantage of it. And Infinite Blake finds a gap. Well, he makes a gap more. The correct wording. As now, Sharks get to the end of their set in downfield. Trindle as well. Can the Fox finally find the gap he's been looking for? He can't quite get there. I'm sure he'll grow into a good player over the course of the season, but so far for this first game, hasn't been set up too well. Bryce. Now 60 minutes have passed as I think the final interchanges for the game. Come on, Mitchell Moses, without the props, has to take on the line. Sean Lane. Madison. Does well there. Hawkins. Moses, not his best couple kicks, but Adakar and Lomax mix up the origin duo. Those two definitely looking for a spot, but the Bronson Zeri has just said before the season that he's looking for a spot in origin. Oregon Kafusi does well. As now, Adakar almost finds the gap. Lomax. Moses. Madison put on his back by, I think that was Rudolph. They're going to try short side. Maybe the Fox can find one here. Can't quite get there. That's Lomax. Lane. Madison does well. Time running up, Parramatta. You still need 2 tries to tie this back up. Well-placed kick. The Fox didn't get him. He tried to run him down. Ramian. Well, his Katoa saw an opportunity with the fullback out of line and put on the pedal. What a game we've had so far. Up wide. Emmanuele. So now, look at wide. Continue going on is Jesse Ramian. Good chance here for an attacking kick. Nico Hynes has chance to ice off the game. Trindle does, actually. And good play there. As now we head into the night portion of our game. Mitchell Moses boots it off. They've got to defend well here, Para. They're a chance at winning. That's a good shot to start it off. Teague Wilton put on his back. When Kennedy sneaks past a few and gets the offload off to Emmanuele. What a player William Kennedy's turning out to be for 2025. His only first appearance other than preseason. Oregon Kafusi, he's going to get over for another one for the Eels. No, not for the Eels, for the Sharks, sorry. Could that be the decider? He celebrates with his teammates. As Nico Hynes will make it a 30-12 lead. So Nico Hynes slots it well. Currently looking like it's going to be repeat of their last couple of years of just too easy. Craig Fitzgibbon, he's a round one masterclass. As I did say earlier in the game, that we go into the next 5 for these two teams, as we will do that more for each team. Of Sharks' next 5, of if they win this one, they'll head off to Townsville in prime form to play the Cowboys, and then they're back home here twice to play. They're back at home twice for the first time to play the Sea Eagles, then the Rabbits. Then they're off to Campbelltown to play the Tigers, and then they're off to I think it's Blue Bet to play Panthers. While on the other spectrum of the side of things, Parramatta will stay here for their first home game. They'll go off to Allianz to play Roosters in round 2. Round 3, they'll play the Titans, which will be a quite even game. Those two teams have a sense for each other and how they play, and they'll play Panthers back here at TIO, and then they're back on the road again to play Knights Storm. So rough start for both these teams. Lorenzo can't find the gap he wants. Inside ball, can he find it? Hopgood didn't have the fullback with him. Good ball there. Sean Lane looks for a gap. He finds a small one. 10 to go. Good kick out to Ronaldo. Teague Bolton finding a small gap. Plenty of meters for him. He'll get the offload off. Trindle could have found that pass. Oof. Fancy play the ball there as they looked for the pass. Bradley to Nakora. Offload. Trying to hold the ball for as long as they can, the Sharks. Wind down that clock at this point. Ronaldo. Wrapped up there by Penasini. Good chest tackle. They'll kick it straight to the middle. But they know they can defend best. Hazelton. Was it Hazelton? No, that was Teague Bolton. Madison. Good run here. He probably needs to find someone better to chase after it. Inside, and he should have gone to the Fox. Oh, that could have been the mistake of the game if they went to the Fox. I think Parramatta might have gone all the way. Ay, 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 what a crucial mistake there. Go wide. Out. Don't pass it, Kennedy. I mean, there's still a chance. Once again, they'll send it to Lungy. Looks for a gap, can't quite get to it. Well, Lomax. If he could have found a step there, that could have worked out perfectly. The Parramatta Eels have to go far and fast. That's all they have to do. But they have to do it a couple times, which in 5 minutes is a bit hard to do. But at least a consolation try would make them look a little bit better when coming out of this game. Because they definitely came at halftime really well. So the defense let them down. That's a good kick from Moses. It bounces up too well. As Kennedy looks for another gap to maybe extend the lead. Ooh, William Kennedy does well. Steps Longy. Arrow kicks to Lorenzo. For space, he can't quite find it. But he's shown grit today. I'll definitely maybe keep that spot for a couple weeks. Bryce. Good run. Can't get too far. Bongi chooses not to try and outmaneuver William Kennedy. Oh, I don't know why he threw that last pass. He could have run himself. Took the run and found some extra yardage. As that'll be the final score, 30-12. Parramatta can't break the streak of the Sharks. That's a rough start for them to start their 2025 campaign, but they'll look for brighter futures ahead. Oregon Kafusi making it look it worse. Moses is in hot pursuit. That'll be the final run of the game. What a run it is. We'll take a quick look into stats right after this, but the Eels just ridiculed with errors that plundered their game. Tackles 186 to 152. They were in defense for most of the game. They weren't completing their sets, and the Sharks were just getting downfield and getting it done, and they had more pressure on them. But sadly, that'll be all we have for this afternoon. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next game. Bears vs Dragons at Westpac Stadium. Brilliant game to come up there. Curtis Rowe versus Clint Gutherson, Valentine Holmes, Damien Cook, and Lachlan Ilias. So we'll be there for that one. Thank you all for watching.